Mesdames et Messieurs, how are you doing? This is Con We're coming to you with another episode of EU4. This is the Rights of Man, France Let's Play. Actually, let me pause this. Ooh, whoa. What's this? Interesting. So he's an active imperial reform, call for Reichs reform, blah, 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 blah. Wait a second. Does it mean he has a Casus Belli on me? Before we get too much further into this, let's take a quick look at diplomatic. Austria is apparently having a claim on these three provinces. All right. Let's get back to what's really going on here. So, when last we saw each other, we were under vicious assault by those evil Englishmen who are now being attacked by the heretics. Go heretics. And Austria and a bunch of their allies. They decided we got a little bit too big for our britches and they decided to attack us. Now, with the help of our loyal ally Castile and Aragon, and the Scots who just got wrecked completely, we were able to push them back, which was a pretty awesome thing. I've never actually won a punitive war before. That's pretty sweet. I had to wait till 1479 to absorb these people, but that's okay. And where were we other than that? Well, actually, we were in pretty good shape. I really don't think I don't know why I'm seeing this whole HRE thing. Oh, see, I'm not a member of the Empire. Cool. New monarch in Scotland. It's Henry VIII. Oh, dear God. So we can't trust that guy already. We know that much. Oh, he's well connected. Not entirely sure how it's going to work. All right. I wonder if we can somehow... I really sincerely doubt we'd be able to improve our relations enough with them to really make it worth our while. I'm trying to figure out who does not like Austria. That's a huge problem. So no one really cares, it seems, about them otherwise. Opinion, there we go. Cleves doesn't like them quite as much, so I'm going to prove our relationship with Cleves. And Brittany is one of our bros, so that's fine with me. I'll take that. I'm trying to figure out a way to actually bring Brittany into our fold, but that's not going to happen for a wee bit of time. Probably should bring our own troops back, so they're no longer exiled. It'll lower the amount of maintenance we have to pay, I do think. And the name of the game right now is just to prep ourselves for the next war, because mark my words, there is going to be a fight again with Austria. And I just know it. I just know it. So who else doesn't like them? So Cleves doesn't like them. We're improving our opinion there. Austria has now insulted our queen consort regent. So the uncouth barbarians that they are just being giant fiends. I mean, how dare they insult us like that? Savoy is big buddies with us. I'm okay with that. I don't want to dissolve the alliance. I want to keep them on top of what I got going on here. I wish I could get a way that I could vassalize them, but that's not going to happen now, is it? Have a military alliance, religion at least 190. I don't think we have that. I don't think we're going to get that either. Oh no, we can be improved by 12 more. Interesting. We might be able to actually establish that vassalization. Vassalization. Pretty darn close. Really close, in fact. But what else can we build? Okay, we can build more churches, which increases our tax on our own lands, which is good. We need that. Got a couple being built right now. Do we want to just increase some of our trade power? That'd be pretty good, too. I feel like I've boosted the trade what's going to do me the most good immediately. I might be doing that some more later on. No, I did not. But, yeah, you know what? Let's just make more money for everybody. So I'll put a nice new big thing over here in Lyonnais. Unfortunately, it's part of the whole Genoa trading trade node. And this is something I haven't really talked about too much. This is called a trade. Let's go to the trade map for a second. Hopefully I can kind of talk through this. So the entire world is made up of trade nodes. So you can see here they kind of worm all over Europe and indeed all over the entire world. And the way that it kind of works is that, well, there's money to be gained. And it kind of depends on what trade nodes go through and who actually has individuals there. So in this particular case, like this is Champagne. Champagne is controlled mostly by us because, heck, we own the dang thing. And then Austria, then Aragon, and it kind of works our way down. So, mission, trade power multiplier, current trade power. They'll do it this way. Yeah, okay, that works. So you see all the kind of material that all the kind of countries over here that bring their money in, and then how much income they get out of it. So for us, we only get 50% from technology, from burgers, from having a merchant present, all this kind of stuff like that. Aragon, for example, though, is getting a huge amount of money, or getting a nice big boost to their income from the trade node. And the idea that what you're supposed to do with these guys is you're supposed to take... screw the Austrians. What you're trying to do is you're trying to take your merchants and you use them to do either one of two things. Either collect from trade, so we just take money from that one area right there, or you can transfer money further along. So in this particular case, we're going to transfer money up to Champagne. And Champagne, we can collect more money there. So we're getting almost 6 whole ducats from Champagne. And indeed, that's actually where we're getting most of our money right there. I wonder if I can actually push... 1 second. Ooh, interesting. Cool. Louis XI has benefit from the outcome of the 100-Year War. Blah, blah, blah. So we get stability and more administrative power, so we actually get more boost to our money coming in. Getting back to what I was saying, though, what I might consider doing is I might consider shifting one of our merchants over here to Genoa, maybe. And it's just a little bit... Oh, actually, this still is owned by me, so you know what? Let's send one of our guys to go do that. Okay, one guy's in Champagne, let's send the guy from Bordeaux. See how that affects our money coming in now from Champagne. It's still pretty darn good. So we still control that entire area there. And now in Genoa, we have a much smaller piece of the pie here. So we're still collecting another 2 ducats from that though, so that's actually not too bad. We sacrificed about 0.3 ducats from Champagne, but overall we're doing really quite well. Next order of business, I think, for us is to actually start paying off this loan. I don't want to keep that loan any longer than necessary. The Papal State wants to move troops through our lands. By who are they fighting? Florence? You know what? Fight Florence. I'm okay with that. Savoy we have now completely and totally... Aw, man. Dang it. So, they're not going to be our vassal for quite a bit of time. That's unfortunate. Alright, that's cool. Annoying, but that's okay. Lorraine. Can I successfully... No, I can't. Austria's there. We have no casus belli. War exhaustion, so that's not good. Never mind. What we will do is we'll start building a spy network there. Okay. So we're collecting more money now. We don't control a ton of trade in that node. I think a lot of that trade goes to... Aragon? Wow, yeah, Aragon controls a ton of that. Yeah, we're way the heck down here. But that's okay. We're okay with that. I'll take that for now. We're making bank in the meantime. Queen Consort region, so Lübeck's going to attack Mecklenburg. Don't really care. That's fine. You guys have fun with that. Lübeck is way the heck up here. They tend to be a very big economic power. They've actually started to eat into Pomerania quite a bit, which is fine by me. They want to go fight Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg is actually just giving a bunch of their territory to Lübeck, so Lübeck's doing pretty well for themselves. Austria, on their own particular moment, is still big up in this area, and I don't like that very much. In fact, I think I'm going to continue building a spy network up here, so I can start creating claims in all these areas. I want to do one on this, on the English as well at some point, but I don't need to do that just yet. So Würzburg might attack Hesse. Not really a big issue for me. They can feel free to fight as much as they want to. This is kind of a moment for us to kind of take a step back and recover and really kind of get back on our feet. As of right now, our troops are in really good shape. In fact, we can probably just drop that a lot more. Our army maintenance is way down, so as long as somebody fights us, and they shouldn't for a bit of time because we have truces with everyone who will be trying to fight us until 1479, so a huge long time. We can keep our army maintenance nice and low. And indeed, actually, I think we are going to protect trade. So I can get plus 5. You know what? Let's put boost trade up here. Protect trade, rather. So our navies can do something very interesting. It's called protecting trade. And what that does is it boosts the amount of money you can get from a particular trade node. In this case, it's Bordeaux. So Bordeaux should hopefully actually transfer us a fair amount of money up to Champagne. But, you know, I'm not great at it necessarily, so I might be a teensy bit wrong. And the good news, actually, we'll be able to get the money repaid for the loan pretty quickly. Another few months or so. Not too bad. Hungary is way the heck up here for some reason. And I wish I kind of knew who was fighting who right now. Provence. This came to Poitou. Yeah, bro, like, you're not going to be able to fight me. Not for a long time. Okay, so court painter. Gain stability and prestige. Or lose ducats. Or rather, lose prestige. So prestige is good for us. We still get a ton of that already because we're awesome. You know what? Screw that. I don't really need the stability quite as much. I'm in good shape for stability. Where is it? There we go. Stability's in good shape already, so we're getting a fair amount of extra cash coming in. Institution spread's getting better as well, so you know what? Decline that. That's okay. I'll lose the prestige for the moment. Next things for us though. So once we get actually up to national ideas, which is going to be within 5 years, we'll be able to start picking ideas. Now, ideas are awesome things. They can be any number of administrative, diplomatic, or military. I do admit I'm not fantastic at necessarily picking, let's say, the perfect plans. I'm trying to figure out actually what I want to do early on. I kind of do want to do something like a trade, maybe exploration. So I can actually send colonists out to the west, so I can go exploring here and there. So maybe that's what I'll do. I think I'll do exploration. And start building a worldwide empire. May not be the most intelligent option, and yeah, actually it's probably not the most intelligent option at all. I think a lot of people choose stuff like... screw them. For France, they choose things like, oh geez, maybe quality ideas, boosting up their infantry combat like insane amounts, or quantity. And now we're in the Regency Council. Alright, that's a problem. So the Queen Consort, although she was amazing, it was way too old and just perished. So now we have to wait like 10 years. Yes, 7 years until we actually can have Nicolas Henri de Valois. I can't do this today, folks. I'm sorry. Nicolas Henri de Valois to actually ascend to the throne. Big problem there. And we're only getting a tiny bit of administrative power. Fair bit of diplomatic. It's a national focus as well. You know what we're going to do? We're going to just boost our administrative power, so we're getting +6. And this is something else that kind of came in more recently. So you can do something called national focus. And what this does is that you take basically points from the other two areas, so military and diplomatic in this case, and you apply them to administrative. So it allows you to, if you're like, hey, I'm really behind in this kind of technology, I can go and try to start rushing things out a little bit more. But now the advancement of merchant classes. The bourgeoisie does not resist the same old traditions, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. You know what? They can increase their power. They have some more influence. I don't care. That works. Diplomatic, we're supremely ahead of time. Arquebuss, we're a little bit behind, it seems like. And a lot of this comes into the fact that since we are not able to embrace the Renaissance just yet, it's really definitely exists in the north, but it's still going to cost us an awful lot to actually absorb it. But it's spreading pretty well. It's spreading pretty quickly, so I'm okay with that. I'm fine. We will do in a second. We'll repay this loan. Oh, so the King of England is exercising an influence nation thing. Don't really care. Have fun with that. I can't repay my loan until like another month? Come on, bro. That's not cool. We'll be able to do it early, and that's fine. I think. My money correct? Yeah, it should be. So Norway is trying to do awful things. Repay our loan. Cleves, in the meantime. Wow, what is going on here? So Cleves are being occupied by Nassau. Siege of Nassau. Who are they fighting? Cleves and... Oh, you know what? Let's see if we can enforce a peace here. No. Apparently we can't. Now will Cleves be like, hey bro, yes, we'll be happy to be in alliance with you because... Interesting. Sure, I'll take that. They may try to bring me in on an alliance. On the alliance, but I don't think that'd be too much of an issue. And Scotland just no longer deserves our guarantee. Yeah, they weren't very helpful anyway, so we'll just do that. I'm okay. Now the question is, are they winning? No, they're getting their rear ends kicked. Dear God, are they losing? Austria continues just to start building all of that nonsense. Oh, great, and now we have a claim on Calais. This is the last bit of England that we want. Take Somerset, Calais, and Kent. Why? How do I have a claim over here? Oh, Brittany has a claim. Oh, cool. All right, so that's fine. I was like, how the heck do we have any kind of claim on that at all? Royal marriage. Let's just make things even more complicated. And we're still in good shape, so it doesn't really matter that much. Brunswick is fighting who? Anybody? No, they're just a truce with Cleves. Cleves, I'm sure, is like practically dead. Aachen, Alsace. Whoa, and Florence is attacking the Pope? Whoa, I'm not okay with this. Oh, okay, I would go and actually make the whole white peace thing, but apparently that's not going to happen. Papal state is doing well over there. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try to make an alliance with the Pope, improve my relationship with the Pope, and, you know, go from there. Oops. So, Laurent apparently discovered my network, and now we have to actually, we lost a huge bit of our spy network. That's okay, though. So, secrets in our alliance. So, who is the ambassador now? So, Savoy is apparently spying on us. So we can send a request for him to be replaced, lose 20 diplomatic power. Arrest the ambassador, which I'm not going to do. That's fine, let's do that for right now. I mean, they adore us, so I'm okay with that. Now, okay, now the question is, still, Brittany is still our vassal. And it's going to be a bit of time until we can successfully pick them up. But that's okay. That's alright. Soon enough we'll be able to do that, and when we do, all will be well, and I'll be happy again. So, increase trade power, or just increase our money? Or... Ooh, yay! Castile, how wonderful! Thank you. Just give me some money for free. And the coast has been raided. That's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen, I'm sure. Yikes. Okay, so Austria is now ahead of us because of the Renaissance. Not what we want to have happen. No, sir. So I can spend a huge amount of money and try to make everyone happier. We don't want to. I think I'll just kind of kill time until I can pick up national ideas. The Renaissance is getting more and more present, and it's really these peasants over here in the West that aren't doing a whole lot for me. And now we have an open diplomatic thing. Trade efficiency. Let's do this. More trade efficiency, and I don't really need the spy networks, so that works. And the fact that we lost that royal marriage doesn't really bother me that much either. Now technology-wise, we're ahead in diplomacy. By a ton, in fact. We're not going to get the next thing until 15 years from now. So maybe what I'll do is I'll start developing my provinces a little more. Oh, congratulations. You were able to actually pay back some of the debt for somebody else. That's wonderful. Papal state is improved relations. And let's continue to fabricate claims. Mostly because I can. Barrois will be mine. And I need to wait a little bit longer to fabricate another claim, it looks like. Now, what is it going to do? I was trying to figure out whether or not it'd be worthwhile to build a shipyard. Or to put more churches and trading areas down. I think it's churches. Geez, a grant export license. I get a boost in my modifier. I lose 10 legitimacy because of Aragon gets a little bit of a awesome kick out of that. Or I gain legitimacy and I lose opinion. The bourgeois will lose some loyalty to me, which is kind of a problem because of trade efficiency, but I kind of want to have the national tax modifier for another 20 years. Yeah, bro, I'm definitely doing that. I'll take that. Cool. So yeah, making oodles and oodles of ducats. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll start to rebuild our ailing fleet. Or lack thereof. We have a fair amount of sailors in the first place. We can actually have 28 ships, so let's just continue to build. Because these guys will eventually sort of pay for themselves. Not perfectly, but decently well. I think also throw down some money while we're at it. Or some money generating opportunities. So cool, we'll do that there. And this is what I was going to do. So my trade goods were in decent shape, but England? Oh my god, England controls the Pope. That's not a good plan. Wondering if maybe what I should do now. They're spending a lot of influence. And the next curate controller. That's a problem. They can excommunicate people. Not what I want either. Oh well. Do I want to get prestige or just get a levy church tax and get huge amounts of money right now? You know, let's do that. We're just getting a crazy amount of money, and we'll just continue to get that for a long time. And that's going to be good for a fair bit. Actually for another 20 years as well. So, yeah, we're in really good shape right now. Now the question is, the goods produced, a lot of this stuff goes into Champagne. So I guess what I'll try to do is, where is the trade nodes that go along to Champagne? So, maybe I'll put some money into this? No. No, apparently salt is not that expensive, not that wonderful for me. Yikes. 0.02, these are just awful increases. That's really not worth the investment. Not worth the investment either. Jeez, what is wrong with this? This is awful. Trade goods. Okay, well, that should be something that should make us some more money. But just it doesn't make me as much money as I thought it would. And Austria just continues to try to make enemies with me as much as possible. I'm not entirely sure why they're doing that. They're like asking for trouble. Whoa, no. You know what? It's fairly cheap to do it here, so let's invest a little bit there and increase the tax base. Trade. Is a trade worth the trade anywhere? 1.42 in the north, 1.3, 1.32. Okay, so we're in Toulouse. I'm just trying to create as big of a, tax increase as possible. And our truces are going to last for a long time, aren't we? Yeah, 1476 in Scotland and 79 for everyone else. Well, everyone else kind of matters. Provence, Lorraine. I can attack Lorraine. Allied with Alsace, Cleves, and you know what? Let me see. If I actually attack them, will... No, I can't. I can't until the guy actually becomes of age. This is... Oh my gosh. Alright, speed up time a little bit. So let tons of money come back in. We'll get a ton of manpower as well. So it's not going to be ideal right now. In fact, I'm kind of annoyed about this, but that's fine. We should be able to pick this up at the end of the year, and that'll give us a fair bit of military tech. Gives us a ton more shock. And the land morale gets picked up as well. So we call the diplomat. See if the Pope will be friends with us. Alliance with the Pope. Excuse me. So Cleves. Yeah, screw Cleves. I thought Cleves are going to be worthwhile, but these guys are just so weak. Alright, where are you? Not what I meant to do at all. There we go. Castile, Savoy, Laura. No, oh jeez, now I continue on this. Where is what I want to be doing? There we go. Allied with Cleves. So dissolve this alliance. Not worth it. Goodbye. So they want to hire bros, but I don't want them to do that. Okay, so cool. We now have a barracks, which allows us to actually increase our army size. And although our army's a little bit scanty, I mean, we're 20 people underneath what we could be having. Use this time to put a barracks or two in. Basically, wherever we have a huge boost to doing so. So I can get 1,000 more men for my manpower by putting a barracks there. And I think the rest of my money is going to be waiting to actually pick up the Renaissance. So it's still going to cost us 500 ducats. It's a huge, huge amount. Maybe what I'll do actually instead... Interesting. Maybe what I'll do instead is just debase my currency. But then I could increase corruption by 2. Now let's do that. Let's debase the currency. Huge amounts of corruption, but now I can embrace the Renaissance, which is going to decrease my technology by a lot, my cost for technology. So let's do that. Holler! And good supplies. Excellent. So my cost for shipping is going down. Annoyingly, all of my shipping has already basically been done. Let's move our ships down here all into the same area. The rest of my ships up here. And now Denmark's not a valid rival, so I guess I'll make those bros a rival, and I'll make the Ottomans a rival. Because I don't want Castile to be not my friend. Bring them back into the fold. Okay, so you guys can protect trade to the Genoa trade node. You guys can protect trade successfully now to Bordeaux, and I should be getting more money from both of those now, right? Not quite yet. Forget Castile. Don't really care. Oh, not Castile. Forget the Ottomans. It doesn't really matter to me. So national ideas. Like I said, now we have a slot for ideas. Like I said, are they going to be bureaucracy or exploration? I think we'll go for exploration right now. Yeah, because this gives us a lot of extra other things we can work with. So economic, we can get tariffs, we can get a boost to our manpower by going through quality. Yeah, let's do this. Do expansion. We can can we invest in our first one already? We can. How about that? Sweet mother potatoes. So let's do it. 407 diplomatic power. Oh, yes, let's do it. So now we have a colonist. Unfortunately, we can't... Oh, native policy. Let's slow this down. Let us be nice to native coexistence. Or you know what? Let's do trading. Now, I don't think there's really a whole lot for us to pick up so far. I mean, the closest we can get are... area way the heck over there. And what I'll probably do between this episode and the next one is try to figure out my opportunity to use explorers. I don't really have one yet, do I? I have a missionary, but I don't really need to use him. Yeah, I admit, I haven't really done that many colonists, so I'll have to figure out how to do the whole colonist bit. We'll figure that out, eventually. What I have to do in the meantime, though, is, since we're not going to be fighting anybody for a fair bit of time, I can mothball all of my forts, which will deplete the garrisons, yes, but it's going to give us more money again. And I don't have to worry about really any fighting for a fair bit of time. Although what I will do is use this opportunity to kick the ever-living crap out of Lorraine. I can see Lorraine. Actually, I can't do that because I'm in a Regency Council. Urgh. Never mind. Alright, and my corruption is super high. So, you know what we'll do? We'll just put a bunch of money into that. To have our corruption just plummet, hopefully. And I think it is time to develop some of our other manpower bases. So actually, who's in low manpower? Who's in low development, rather? You're low development. You get that. You will probably get that at some point soon as well. Actually, the board, what will you give me? Wine. I will take wine. Give me wine. I'm surprised that none of my estates are pissed off right now. Usually these guys are like, I have to go and own half the world. They control 3 already. They control 5. And they control probably 6, I'm guessing. Big deal. Control 7. Okay, cool. Now, do I establish New World Mission? No. No, what I will do, I think, folks, is I'm going to take a quick break. And actually, embarrassingly enough, try to figure out how to use colonists. Again, I don't really use them very often, so now that I have the opportunity to use them, I want to know how. I want to know what love is, and I want you to show me. So folks, I'll be right back. This is going to be ConnellWorks signing off. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like what you see, you want to play with me as well, hit me up. More than happy to do so. And that will be the end of our episode. You all take it easy. I'll see you soon.